Hey guys, what's up? Real quick, it's me Trick, and I just want to give you guys a quick message, real quick, and that is do not stay still on something that you feel is meant for you. Do not stay stagnant. Do not stay stuck. Do not stay hesitant. Because I'm telling you guys, if you stay in that position for too long, and then you're going to end up in regret. Does that mean that you will never find, whatever it was that you gave up due to stagnant or just negative thinking? It'll never work. Or instead of thinking positive and using manifestation power and skills, you're using your manifestation power and skills in a negative direction, like it's reverse. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going clockwise. And that's all you're doing. You know what I'm saying? If you're the ones doing it. And I pick up that there's people doing this. So I just want to jump on here real quick and tell you guys, what are you doing, right? Like, you guys can't be doing that because there's no way that you're gonna get what you're looking for, guys, by doing that, right? So you have to believe it. Belief is the key. Belief is God. Belief is power. Whatever you believe, that is what you are truly going to get. Whatever you can believe, and then not just believe, guys, but the sweat of your brow. Everybody's like, oh, that means you got to work real hard. Okay, whatever. If I can get you to erase that version of what it meant and tell you the real version, when God says you're gonna have to sweat by the, in the Garden of Eden, and they sinned or whatever, and he was like, oh, man's gonna have to work by the sweat of his brow. Man thinks everything's on the outside. There are problems on the outside. My life is like this because the neighbor doesn't like me. The person on the job doesn't like me. My boss is not fair to me. It's because of my location or where I live at. But they will always put it on the person on the outside. They will never say it's due to their poor choices. They won't say that. They won't own up to it. They won't look in the mirror, right? And be like, I have something to say about this because I'm the one that chose what I chose, whether it's a job, a relationship, or whatever. And if I allowed it to traumatize me, and then I was the one that allowed it to traumatize me, or I stayed on that job for 30 years when, I hated it after I was there, 3 years I was there, but you stayed, another 8 years because of whatever reason. It was comfortable. You didn't want to move, you had bills, whatever you tell yourself, right? When you want to stay stuck, when it isn't really as bad as you say it is, right? Like, you're like, no, I really want someone good. I really want somebody that'll be there, somebody stable, somebody in their right mind. You know what I mean? Somebody that's going to give me that reciprocity, give and take. You know what I mean? Love, back and forth. It's not going to be one sided. It's not. And then it comes along, right? And then if you are not healed, if you have not done your work, and then what you'll do is you'll pass up on it. And you'll go look for a karmic. And if you know anything about reads, you'll spend money trying to get reads, trying to figure it out. But it's just not going to work because at this point, it's just desperation of the individual. You know what I'm saying? It's just desperation. They have no trust, no belief. They live in fear. And now they have all their faith on, I'm just going to dump a bunch of money into reads thinking that that's going to work. And that's not going to work. You're going to have intuition. You're going to have trust. And if your trust is always thinking that, it's going to be the negative, right? Like, I'm only dwelling on the negative. That's what's going to happen. Like, instead of thinking it's going to work, I can see a new beginning. I can see this new job working out. I can see this new relationship working out. I can see, even if you have no support, because you're your own guide, you're your own being, you're your own you. You govern you, not someone else. What are you, a puppet? Really? Wake up. You govern you. So when you do what you feel is going to make you happy, because those people that are trying to tell you what to do, they're making their choices all day already on what they felt was going to make them happy. And how much of that did you have a say? Or do you even think like that? I do. Forget that. I'm not getting played like that. Are you serious? You're going to try to tell me, but then I didn't have no say in what you're doing? And then if I do tell you what I don't like or like, you're not really going to change your ways, right? So you know what? You might as well just keep your opinion and let it roll. But see, I'm a person that doesn't have a problem dismissing people. I will dismiss you in a heartbeat, cut you off so fast you would thought that we never even met. Because I just don't care. You're not that important when you start to work against me. And then you become nobody. Period. Point blank. You're somebody. I value you. Because having somebody like me in your corner is A1. And everybody should feel that way about you, whoever I'm talking to, my collective, and whoever you know. Whoever has you in their energy, in their company, whoever you entertain, call over, hey, come over. I think you'll be cool to hang out with, whoever that is. If they don't have your best interest, and then all you're doing is living an illusion, looking for the temporary before it comes burning down, and then you're crying, and then you're woe is me, guy or girl, whatever. It doesn't matter the situation, job, work, love, life, whatever. It's in all areas. Because we do it in all areas. It's dysfunctional, broken. And you do these type of things when you're not healed. When you just haven't healed, guys. When you haven't did the work and you don't want to do the work, so you just keep doing your same dysfunctional stuff. Broken. And just keep living broken. And it's crazy, right? That people that are broken, they don't want people to lie to them, but then they lie to other people. They don't want people to cheat on them, but then they cheat on other people. They don't want people to take forever making a decision. Maybe, mostly if they know the right decision to make. They don't want to be treated that way. These people they don't want to be treated that way. But then they will treat someone else that probably doesn't even deserve to be treated that way. They'll treat that way and then make excuses why they're treating them that way, or her that way, or the situation that way. And in their mind, it's all fine. They justify it. Doesn't matter what you feel like, because it's all about what they feel, right? Now they understand it's about them, but they only understand it's about them when it's due to something negative. It's not even when it's something positive. They only understand it's about them when it's due to something negative. And then all of a sudden, no, I understand. Like, really? Like, people play crazy games and I just refuse to play them. Period. Point blank. Go with whoever you want to go with. Get your crazy. That's not going to be my life. It's your issue. Your whatever you produce out of that. Your whatever you get out of that. I wish everyone well. But I am not signing up for no kind of crazy with no one, and you shouldn't either. And people should respect you and know your value. And if they don't know your value, you shouldn't be trying to work with somebody. Like, I'm trying to work with this person and know my value. You see somebody trying to work with somebody that has like a diamond. Very expensive. Price, say, VVS diamond. Flawless. Right? And so you have a VVS diamond, but the person doesn't know it. They just think it's some like low grade diamond. A lot of shadows in it, because they got shadows in them, right? And so they don't know what the value, so they don't respect it. They don't take care of it right. They don't treat it right because they don't know the value. But then someone else watching them not take care of it, watching them not do right, watching them not know the value, they're not going to tell them. Why? Because they're jumping on that junk and they're like, I'm going to take it. Or I'm going to try to get it if that person will open up. Or if that job will open up. Or if that, relationship, friendship, work, love, life, you put it where it fits in, right, guys? So, and if they open up, they're like, well, I'll take it. Why? Because they see it's not being valued. But then you see a lot of dysfunctional people in situations where they're not valued, but they stay. They make excuses to stay for the wrong people. And then when the right people come along, they don't make excuses to stay for them. Those are the people they want to take forever. That's the job they want to take forever. That's the friendship they want to take forever. See, they want to take forever now when it comes to the right people. They want to take forever to play it in their mind. They want to take forever to see, can I juggle the karmic with the chosen? of whoever you are, the chosen job, the chosen friend, the chosen relationship, the whatever. And you know it's better, right? You know it's going to catapult you into a better place. You might have to go through some rough patches, but you've been through rough patches with karmics on dysfunctional jobs, dealing with dysfunctional supervisors and bosses. I don't get it. How do you people like? How does it work? Do you guys just pick what crazy you want to jump in, and you're like, okay, like how does that work? You know, like if you're not being valued, you're not being valued. How do you figure I'm just going to still try to work it out because I'm not being valued? Like what part of I hate myself you just hate yourself? What part of I need to change my environment you don't understand I need to change my environment? What part of maybe I'm not sick and tired of being sick and tired yet? If I keep looking back, maybe I'm not tired. I'm not tired of being lied to, not tired of being cheated on, not tired of being overlooked on the job, not tired of being disrespected from the karmics that I pick because I'm a karmic. Karmics pick karmics. There's no way someone of how can I say this and don't sound too bougie about it, right? But someone that is vibrating at a higher vibration, it's not going to deal with a karmic, period, point blank. And the karmic is not going to deal with that person because they're going to feel intimidated. So if someone is intimidated of you, they might have a lot of karmic ways. Like if they're scared to call, if they're scared to reach out to you. But then again, they can have other people walk up to them. They don't have a problem talking to them and all that stuff. Or they don't have a problem applying for the job. Or they don't have a problem making the friendship or whatever. They're probably a karmic. So karmics with karmics, oh, I feel comfortable. Oh, no threat. You're somebody that'll lie to me and I'll buy your lie and then you'll just tear me to pieces later. Or I'll get the job and regret it later. Or whatever because I'm a karmic. And I don't want to own up to I'm a karmic. Person that makes poor decisions. I'm the type of person that'll go with the merry person, right? You're like, hey, I'm dating the merry guy on my job. I'm a karmic. Karmic. Making right decisions is like the last thing I know how to do. I know how to destroy, tear down, and then cry about it, and then stay in it. Don't change my environment. And then wonder why life is working for me the way it's not obviously working for you, right? How do you do that, people? And I said this is going to be short. I guess I lied. No, I didn't lie. I guess God said otherwise. Spirit said otherwise. My energy said otherwise. I'm talking now, guys. So let me just say right now, thank you guys for hanging out with me. And let me give my 7th chakra salute. Bam, bam, guys. Because you guys are all amazing, right? So anyway, guys, if you are trying to work with somebody that doesn't value you and you're like, well, I still want it to work, and then you have low self-esteem issues, like to the core. Because you're willing to take abuse for somebody that's probably cheating on you, lying to you. You're willing to take abuse on a job that's probably passing you up, not giving you the respect. You're willing to take abuse for a friendship that's probably I only you call you when I need something from you or whatever. It's all selfishness, right? At the end of the day, right? And if you're putting up with that, you're not alpha nothing. You're not I'm a high value alpha male. I don't accept that at my table. I'll dismiss you with a smile. But I'll dismiss you. Go along your way. I don't care who you find. The more the merrier for you. Whatever means nothing to me. Because I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I have to offer. So there's no negotiation. It is what it is. You're either able to walk in those shoes and stand side by side with someone of my energetic caliber, or you're not. You're able to go to that job and hold your own and keep your morals and keep your values and walk in that energy, or you're not. You're either able to get that friendship and treat it with respect and not blab out the business that you were blabbed to, and you're like a double agent wearing double masks because nobody believes in karma, because everybody goes to these churches that are all watered down. Nobody has no power. Nobody has no real belief. They all have karmic thinking. They all still have negative thinking for years while sitting up there. So they've had no change except for they got older and looking older. Because God is not blessing them to stay youthful looking. Why? Karmic. What are you doing in life that's helping anybody? You're still on that old school thinking saying, I don't believe in this. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in these folks, that folks. You're still on that dinosaur thinking. You can keep that. I don't care what the person looks like. What does that mean to me? After a while, and mostly thinking like that, your looks are going to fade real quick anyway. Period, point blank. Probably your health too. I don't need it. I don't want it. And you guys shouldn't either. Because you guys should know your self-worth. You should know your value. Don't let nobody treat you like you are less than what you are, and then you're still trying to sit there and work it out. What are you, crazy? If you're doing that, you are. But you were not created to be crazy. But you can choose to pick on that, put on that energy of crazy, and then make all the excuses in the world why you want to stay. It's because of the kids. It's because of the chickens. It's because of the cat. It's because you made eggs last night. It's because it rained. Scared to be by myself. Don't want to start over. Don't want a new beginning. Don't want something that'll be good to me. I poured all that into what was not good for me. So now what is good for me, I'll just reject it, walk away from it, throw it out the window, and just live a karmic life. They'll bury you a karmic. Really didn't do nothing in life. No legacy, nothing special. Was used up by everybody on the block. Couldn't make right decisions. Bad decision after bad decision, poor decision after poor decision. Didn't want to change, didn't think they had to change, didn't try to change, tried it for a week or two, and then we're right back to the same old thinking. Yeah, they died of karmic. Yeah, it is what it is. They liked it. I loved it for them. I'm not crying. I'm not shedding one tear. You run back to stuff like that? That's your toxic behavior. Oh, well. Hey, peace, love, and light to you. You run back to that old toxic job. That's you. You like it, I love it. You know why? Because no devil made you do that. You have to say yes to it. You have to agree to it. You have to pick up the phone. You have to give out the number. You have to make the call. You have to agree to have the conversation. You have to be karmic. You have to show your true colors. And then you get what comes from that. You get a little bit of happiness. What God calls, I give you fun in sin for a season. The season just means until he says he don't want you to be having fun in it no more. So even that's a gamble, right? But you know, he gives you a little good time. You think it's real. The karmics, they know how to lie real good. They're playing you. You're going for it. The job's playing. Wherever the karmics are at. Wherever. Work, love, light. You fit it where it's at. And you're like, yeah. But you played that yeah part like so many times because you're slow. And then you get played again. And then you go to somebody that's probably, if it's a relationship, they're not even a good relationship. They're not even known for having good relationships. They're not even known for giving great advice. And then you go to a toxic person to get toxic advice so you can stay in your toxic circle, so you can continue to live in your toxic Christian life. Of being used, abused, broke down and stuff. I'm still thinking about it. Should I take the job? I don't know. I hate it here. Should I go with the new person? I don't know. I can't stand where I'm at. Like, just can't make decisions. Just straight up stuck. I would hate, guys, to be stuck. I would hate to be an individual that couldn't make a decision. And I would really hate to have kids, and then I'm a person that knows something is better, work, love, life, whatever it is, right? And then you're stuck because you're just like, I poured in so much time into this, I just still want it to work. You become like a little kid with a tantrum, a negative little kid with a tantrum, because tantrums get you nowhere. When you're done with your tantrum, what? You're still in the same exact spot you were at, right? Really? So what did that do? Really? Doesn't make any sense. But people live this type of lifestyle where they make no sense. And then they complain about it, and they actually pretend like they don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know why. Why did they do this? Why did the job do this? Why did he cheat? Why did she cheat? Why did this person lie? Why did they... They're like, you knew they were karmic from day one, bro. You didn't even change your life at all. Are you serious? You're a joke. I'm laughing at you. And I'm loving light, but I'm laughing. You know what God in the Bible says? God says, this is the universe. He says, I reached out my hand to try to help you. I called on you to try to help you. And he said he did all these different ways to try to get your attention, to help you, to better you, to give you what you say you've always been wanted, to put you in that position of life that you've always said. So some kind of way, with all your doubt and fear, you manifested it, right? Work, love, life, right? So now you got it. And it's like, da-da-da, I'm here. And now you don't call, you don't pick up, you don't go to the job, you don't go to the person, you don't go to the friend, you're stuck. Now you're making excuses to not do what you're supposed to do. But this is what you're doing to God. So who are you going to go to for your blessings? When you turn your back on the one that's trying to bless you, that you just said you wanted a blessing, and then then God gives you the blessing, and then now you want to play, I'm false evidence appearing real, I just put that on today, I'm rocking fear, and now you want to play games with God. You can, but I don't think that's the wisest thing to do. I think, you put on your big boy shoes or your big girl shoes and you move forward and work, love, life. You go and make that decision and you do what you know is best for you, and you live your life and you take your blessing that God has for you and you move forward and you're happy, right? Instead of, it's just a trip when it comes to what's right for you. You need 1,000 days to think about it. You need to talk to every karmic, like if the people you're talking about are actually powerful divine beings, like if they're actually people, for the most part, that's giving you sound advice. You might get one or two. God have mercy. You might slide one in there. But then again, if you're not taking the advice, and you're karmic, you just don't want to admit you're karmic. And you're like, I still want to argue. I still want to, entertain different options or whatever the case. But they're all karmic. Like, I want to do everything but go to where God wants me to go. If that's the job that he has for you, why are you entertaining all these other jobs? Why are you, well, let me check on this one. Well, let me check on, but he's like, oh, really? So you're going to try to play me. Because you get played by karmics. Because you allow your low vibrational ways to get yourself played. So now you think you're going to play me. Okay, then go ahead, play with me. Go ahead. Ask me for something you want. And then allow me to put all the pieces together for you. And then you not take it. We'll see how long it'll be until you get something. When you feel, now I got it. But now let's see how long that takes you to get what was right for you that second time around, when you slept on the first one and God had a gift wrap for you, but you were still stuck in looking back. You were still saying, I can make a square fit in a circle. You were still too busy saying, Come over. I invite everybody over to the house. Everybody sit on the couch. Come over. I always got company. I'm always looking for somebody. Everybody that's karmic. I'm always entertaining everything that's karmic. I'm always looking for the next job that I can go to where it's karmic. I'm always looking for what's not going to serve me, but then I play games with myself like because I'm too scared to move forward where I'm supposed to go. I'm like a rebellious child. And you know, rebellion in the Bible is witchcraft. That's what God calls it, witchcraft. So you're performing black magic, right? God is like, I got this job for you. I moved mountains for you. I heard you whining and crying, everything. And with my grace, I said, bow, here it is. And now you're like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I need to talk to my karmic friend that really doesn't have the best advice. I don't know. Maybe I need to go take a look at a couple other jobs. And he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Didn't you just ask me? And weren't you begging for months, if not years? Because, you can't make a right decision to save your life, right? So, haven't you been begging and crying in secret and praying in secret? And, whenever you get in your little emotional moments, you're like, please help me, God, or whatever you say. You know what I'm saying? And so whatever he did, he had mercy on you. And he's like, okay, I'm going to give you what you asked for. The man or the woman, the job, work, love, life, you put it where it fits. I'm going to. It's the Most High. I'm going to grant you with it. God in the Bible said whatever gifts he gives you are good and perfect gifts. They don't go bad. But then you got people that get these gifts that want to gamble that. A gift come from God for like, well, let me go look and see what else is there. Wow. Go figure, right? Where do they come from? It's like stuck on dysfunctional. You know what I mean? I'm just stuck on broke. I'm just stuck on broken. And I'm not laughing at the person. I'm just laughing at the state they chose to occupy. They got good waiting for them, a good future, a good job, a good friendship, a good relationship, a good husband, good kids. Depending who you marry, you might have spiritual kids with power. What kind of legacy will they be building? How will they be switching up your DNA in the family? You might come from a family of poverty. You changed it you changed the thinking in the family, so you switched your DNA. So now you're the first multimillionaire in your family. And so from that point on, everybody's wealthy, every generation. But it took you to do it. It took you to have to think like that. It took you to have to get out the fear. It took you to have to not be stagnant. It took you to have to realize your value. It took you to have to see the gift that God had for you. And then when you seen it, you didn't sleep on it. You didn't stay like, I'm wrestling with it. You didn't say like, I've been so wounded by karmics that I just have to, okay, whatever. If you want to take forever to heal or whatever, while in between you're doing whatever, work, love, life, wherever you're at. You want to keep putting God's gift off. Like it's really not that important. You just whine when it hurts. But after a few drinks or whatever you do, or you invite, I got somebody coming over to visit again, or whoever. Whatever, how you find your ways to try to get your temporary relief before the pain sits back in again because you're karmic. You don't know how to make a right decision. You're not looking to make a right decision. You go to karmics to even figure out how can you get fixed when going to a karmic just leaves you stuck in a karmic cycle, so you never get out the cycle. So it's like a bad Twilight Zone movie where you're just stuck, like a bad video game. You're just stuck on like level 2, and there's like 30,000 other levels, but you'll never know. Because you'll never experience them. Because to experience them, guys, means you have to make some choices. It means you have to make some changes. It means that you have to change your mind, change your thoughts. Because when you change your mind, you change your reality. But who wants to do that, right? I want to stay doing the same thing. I know my friend for 14 long years. They're karmic. They're not serving you. So you love your friend more than you love yourself? Stay with your friend. I think you ought to marry your friend. Because if you love it, I like it. If you don't love yourself, and then too bad, too sad, live in sorrow. Deal with it. Deal with the tears that fall. Deal with the karmic lies. Deal with the betrayal. Deal with, I thought it was my friend and then they betray you. You deal with all that garbage then. If that's your value where it's at, hey, do you like it? I love it for you. Not for me though. I'd rather you not be karmic and choose to do things that don't serve you. And then you deal with all the dysfunctional abuse and the dysfunctional low vibrational ways that come with it. Now you don't trust people, but now you don't trust people that you should be trusting, right? And now, you're not hearing like, I go to church, but that doesn't mean nothing because, most likely wherever you go is weak. You know what I'm saying? There's no power. You know what I'm saying? You're the type of person, I've been praying every week, God help me. Why didn't you just pray one time and believe it? Because you have no belief. And belief is power. Belief is what gets things done. In the Bible, God says, without belief, that's the only thing that will stop a person from getting something from me is only one thing. And this ain't even being taught in church. That's crazy, right, yo? That's crazy. That's why I don't have time for it. I love the people that go, but I just don't have time for weakness or low vibrational ways that is not going to serve me just because they want to sit in dysfunctional situations and try to make excuses to still try to make it work. And they've been there for years and it hasn't worked. Or they keep going and picking out the same thing. Or they're making poor choices. Like they wouldn't understand, hey, dating a married man or a married woman. How many times people do that on a job? How slow is that? Really? Like really, you thought that was happy forever after? You're retarded. I mean that with love and light, but you are. Really, you are. For real. Like, that was a failure before you even got started. I'm gonna make it work. You're like, okay, whatever. You got the energy to do all of that, but then you can't use that same energy to think positive thoughts. You can't use that same energy to meditate. You can't use that same energy to change your environment to better friends. You can't change that energy to have some alone time so you can spend with you and God. You know what, guys? Look, I'm always busy on like helping people, doing Reiki sessions, healing sessions, stuff like that, because, I'm all about spreading love and light because I'm going to get it back anyway, right? So check this out. So, I'm doing my stuff, doing what I do and all that. Oh, whoa. What's up, bro? So anyway, I'm doing my stuff, doing what I do and all that. And, gosh, that just threw me off right there when I hit that. What was I going to say? What was it? I was talking about my Reiki sessions and what else was there? Whatever. It'll come back if it's meant for me to come back, right? Maybe it wasn't important, so it just slept like that. But look, guys, this is the deal. Know your value. Know your worth. Know your value. Why stay anywhere if they don't know your value? If it's because of money, belief is the key. Belief. Belief is God. Belief is the power. Belief is key. That's why people that don't go to church, don't go to Bible study, can still obtain way more than you, can still live a way better life right here than you. And then you got to lie to yourself and tell yourself, well, they just living in sin. I'll get mine on yonder. I'll get it on the by and by. No, you won't. Okay? Let me be the one to break the news to you. Okay? No. Whoever told you that lie, tell them to come talk to me, okay? Because I don't have time to lie to people. You know the Bible says, guys, that it is the whole truth that sets you free. And this is the problem nowadays. Most people don't have the whole truth. They got partial truth. And this is what I call religion. I call religion anything that's basically lying to me. Anything that is trying to give me half truth. So if I tell you how to make a cake and I give you all the right ingredients, I tell you all the truth, but I left out sugar or butter. So now when you cook it, it looks right. It smells great, right? But then when you go to eat it, it doesn't taste right. Because what? I gave you religion. I didn't set you free. The Bible says the whole truth sets you free, but everybody's getting half truth. I told you to take communion. I told you to pray. I told you to tithe, but I didn't tell you to change your thinking. But God says in the Bible, as a man thinks, so is he. As a man believes, let it be done unto him. Whatever he believes, good or bad, whatever you want to be. It doesn't have to be in his will. His will is whatever you want. These are the rules. That's why people can manifest evil, because these are the rules. These are the states that he made. So yes, but I just choose to manifest the good because it works out better. How many people do you know have money? People that you watch on TV that you probably admire, whatever. Oh, they make so much money a year. But then their house is garbage. Kids out of order. No love, no peace. But they got money. If that's what you want, if you like it, I love it, folks. Get your cheese then and have your broken down family. I'm rooting for you. Because you're stuck in dysfunctional. You're stuck in dysfunction. You're still saying that no matter what I'm going through, no matter what I'm putting up with, it's not enough for me to stop. So I'm saying, hey, I don't want you to stop either. Don't stop. Stay right there. Keep taking them licks. Keep taking that abuse. Keep getting them STDs. Keep getting lied to. Keep getting passed over on the job. Keep getting your friend telling all your business or whoever. Because there's no value, there's no trust, there's no honor. None whatsoever. None. There's no honor, guys. And where there's no honor, you get all this karmic type of stuff. I'm telling you this in private, and then they go tell somebody else, and now you have mess on your hands. How many times has that happened to people? We all know, right? But then you choose to, I forgave them. Okay, that's fine. But then if they did it again, and then you forgave them, and then you're just slow. You should just have a shirt that says, I like abuse. But I don't want to say it, but I show it with my actions. How do you show it? By staying. By still putting up with it. Or a shirt that says, I make nothing but bad decisions. Because when it's something good for me, I stay stagnant. I want to take forever. But when it's something not good for me, let me find out that there's some low vibrational person and they just may look a certain way. Oh, wow. Hey, hi. Or hey, baby, what's up? Or let me get on this job. Or I'm going to make this person my new friend. Or all of a sudden, because that's just your karmic. Karmics only vibrate to karmics, bro. Bro it. That's why I'm not a karmic. I'm going to send you that way. Oh, yeah. You need to go that way. There's nothing you want with me. Trust. I'm way too complicated for you. You need to go down that way. That's easy, sleazy, and nothing but heartbreak. But it does come with delusion. Like for a short period of time, you will feel like it's real. Until you got to keep doing it all over, and then you just be an old lady or an old man still trying to make it happen with your old karmic ways, and you just die old and lonely with no respect, no self-value, did nothing in life, wasted all your years on bad decisions, poor decisions, doing nothing, being nothing that you could be proud of. Karmic. And if you like it, I love it. Mwah. For real? I love myself too much for that. Forget all that junk. Forget all that. No way, guys. So know your value. Don't try to make a square. Make the square fit in the circle. It's not going to fit, guys. You're trying to force something. It's not going to work when you try to force it. You're going to get nowhere with fear. Fear is going to continue to keep making you make the wrong choices because, I'm fearful. So instead of going after what is really yours, you settle for a lot less. You drop it down. And then, you play games in your mind of why you do that. So, you come up with some concoction so you can accept whatever lie you tell yourself, so you can set yourself up for your future heartbreak on your job, work, love, life. You place it where it fits. Straight up. So hey guys, um, I think that's it on that. That's it on that, guys. Just know your value. Stop entertaining people that are not right for you. If they weren't right for you 6 months ago, they're still not right. If they're coming at you the same way, if it's the same friends, hanging with the same people, and then that just means you're lazy and you're not ready for a change. I still like to get abused. Hey, if you love it, I like it. Get your abuse on. Do a video. Let us all hear about it. Drop a couple tears at the same time. And this is what happened. And you're like, so why didn't you just leave? And you're like, I don't want to talk about that. But let me tell you what happened. And he said or she said, you're like, but why did you drive back? I don't want to talk about that. But let me tell you what happened. I just want a pity party. I'm low vibration. I'm karmic, man. Come on, just. I'm not trying to fix it. Really? I wouldn't be talking to you if I was trying to fix it. I'm not trying to fix it. I'm just looking for sympathy so I can stay in my karmic ways and just keep doing what I'm doing and expect that I'm going to get God on the second round to still be like, I'm going to send you someone perfect or the perfect job or the perfect friend or the perfect relationship. Just to watch you sit there all day and think about it, just to watch you not move, just to watch you make every excuse in the world of why you can't have it instead of showing me your respect of what I put together. This is how you can tell these people don't know respect either. That's why they don't know it when it comes to them, because they don't even know how to give it. They're so used to being treated with disrespect and lied to. Little fake lies. They still even fall for the same fake conversations. You're like, you're just slow. Maybe you were born just to be used. Maybe you were born just to be played. Maybe. Like you're like, I'm still falling for that same karmic line. I'm still not changing. Trying to act like I am and you're not. You're fake. So I'm just saying, come on, man. Know your value. Know your worth. Know that you deserve more. Know that you're worth more. Know that you are to be respected, honored, loved. And if a person can't do that, it's not for you to sit there and babysit them. It's not for you to sit there and stay on a job and take that abuse. It's not for you to stay in a friendship where your business gets spoken all out, or they're not even supporting you in what makes you happy. They're so much your friend that what makes you happy don't make them happy. Karmic. These are like spies in your circle that you either are too slow to know or don't want to let go. So you signed up for abuse. Hey, I don't mind abuse. They're not going to let you abuse them, but you don't mind. You don't mind people abusing you. It's crazy, right? But it is what it is. I guess we need these people in the world, right? I guess they play some type of role, right? We need somebody whining about something that they're willfully choosing to stay in, or willfully choosing not to move on, or willfully choosing not to make a decision on, or willfully choosing to ignore their intuition due to whatever excuse they came up with. Fear, whatever it is. Most likely it's fear, which brings doubt, and then pride comes in. Pride tells you, oh no, my way is the better way. Fear tells you, dude, it's probably not going to work. I wouldn't do it. So you're like, oh snap. And then doubt says, dude, I wouldn't even believe it. Belief don't even exist in your vocabulary because doubt took its place. And so you have pride, doubt, and belief. When those three enter into anyone, you're done. I don't care who you pray to. I don't care who you talk to. I don't care who you cry to. I don't care what you do. You're karmic until it changes. And the only way it's going to change is you got to change. And when you change, your surroundings will change. Your friends will change. Your people. If you still got the same people, if you're still holding on to somebody like luggage, and then you know what? And then you're not ready still. You're not ready. So just, expect more abuse, more rainy days, more bad days, more tears to fall, more pain, because you have a problem with, what's that word? Surrender? Surrendering and just trusting God, trusting the universe, trusting. You have more trust in your karmic friends that have stirred you wrong, the karmic jobs with the karmic people on it, the church where everybody else is just as dead and have the same dead problems that after, and ask them how long they've been there. I've been going here 10 years and you're still that slow. I would run from here. Never ever look back, because for sure you'll turn to salt coming here. Where's the power at? I don't want to know how many baptisms you have. That doesn't impress me. So somebody dropped themselves in some water. Really? I want to know how many gifts come out of your church. How many people wasn't psychic, now they're psychic? How many people didn't have intuition popping, and now they got it popping where they can read and know what's going on? How many people have gifts? How many people are talking about spiritual things, not religious things? Half-truths. I go to church, but I still think negative. I pray to God, but I still doubt the prayer. I go to church, but then again, I'm cheating. Karmic. Just games that people play. Come to my church. I don't want to go nowhere near it. If I go, I'm going to tell the truth. And you're either going to accept it or you're not going to want me back. And really, I really don't care, because I know who I am, which makes me a giant to you. A giant. But I'm a humble giant. I understand most people are lost, so, I have patience with them, but not too much. Not when I have to start absorbing their foolishness. Then I'm like, it's a wrap. Go drown yourself. You like it, I love it. Hey, there's an extra grave we'll put you in. Extra hospital bed that got your name on it. There's another heartbreak that has your name on it. You don't want to do right, and then, hey, deal with the consequences. You don't seem that doesn't seem to bother you. Work, love, life, guys. You put it in wherever it fits. So with that being said, guys, the sun came down out here, and I got to cut this off. And we are at like 47 minutes anyway. And what had to be said because somebody out there needs to hear it. Because I pick up on these energies, and I know people are living like this. They can say they're not. They can get mad at it. They can deny it. I could care less. Energy don't lie, and I know energy. So anybody wants to put that to the test, and then, hey, I'm a public face. They can always come put that to the test with me. Me and energy have a great relationship. I'm able to do amazing Reiki healings without even touching the person, without even happening to show up where they're at, without even having. Can you imagine that? I don't have to show up. They don't have to come to me. And there's some other things. And then I make it happen. And I send that energy that way. And they start to get better. And wherever they needed it. That's a blessing. That's the kind of work you want to do. You don't learn that in church. You don't learn that in Bible study. You don't learn about how to protect yourself from witchcraft. You learn how to pray. And then you go out thinking the same. You still go out with your whatever issues you have with the way you feel about different people. And then somehow, I don't know, the God that you say you served in the Bible that you say you read, I don't know, supposed to bless you and give you a great life and hear your prayers and protect you and whatever. I got time for craziness, guys. I got to go, you guys. I love you guys. I hope you guys are not on this track, but if you are, please get off of that, because that is just some straight up cray-cray. I'm going, peace. What?